new Serenity Duo 4.25 meter sit-in kayak from Base Sports. It's 4.25 meters in length, a generous 79 centimeters in width, and 38 centimeters in height. What we love about this new model is it has all the speed associated with a sit-in kayak, but the open spaciousness associated with a sit-on-top kayak. So for those who don't really feel like getting into a tight cockpit on a sit-in tandem kayak, this one will be for you. You can see it's nice and wide at the opening, as well as where your knees go, so it makes it really easy for getting in and out of this kayak. Starting from the bow, it's got a nice V-shaped design to slice through the water and create a long waterline for most speed. You have a drain bung here. This is if you get any water in the hull, you can unscrew that and release any water out of there. Note there is no bulkhead in the front section. However, there is a bulkhead in the rear one for dry storage. Deck storage at the front here. You can put a big dry bag under there, carry a bit of gear for a day's adventuring. The seats on this model are fantastic. It's a really solid plastic seat with thick padded foam. You can kind of see in the video there's quite a drop off into the groove here, and that just shows you how much padding there is and how thick that padding is. In terms of comfort, because of the curved and extra wide built-in bucket seat, plus the addition of this foam padding, it is super comfortable, both under the bum and on your back. So this type of kayak would be fantastic for your all-day adventure. It's going to give you really good back support. It's going to feel comfortable under the bum and behind your back. And you'll really feel supportive even if you're a wider hipped or larger person. And you can see on this angle, it actually comes out around the sides as well. So a lot of these sit-in kayaks in the back is just flat, whereas this one sort of is curved to sort of give you more support around the sides. Really super comfortable. In terms of leg room, as you can see, it's currently set up here. You can fit a paddler in the rear of about 6'2", 6'3" comfortably, with the seat in this position and the footrests all the way forward. And the person in the front, again, a 6'2" paddler can fit in there. You can see there is some sliding footrest for you there, so you can adjust it all the way forward for someone who's a bit shorter, around 5 foot, or if you have them extended all the way at the back there. Even with a 6'2" paddler in the back, another 6'2" paddler, maximum height, can fit in the front. To adjust the position of the seat, you've got these levers here. It's as simple as lifting it open like this, going counterclockwise to loosen it. It loosens the clamp, which allows the seat to move freely along this rail. Once you've set the desired position, just turn it clockwise to tighten the screw or clamp, and then you can just close it like that. You'll notice straight out of the wrapping, it has these protective foam pieces, so you remove those. They're just there to protect the kayak during transport. So you can just pull those out, and you'll see that the seat will just freely move along this long rail. As well on the seat, you have a standard drink bottle carrier here with a hole in the bottom, so if you do get any water overboard, it'll just drain down there. Keep you hydrated whilst you're out in the water. You can also see the seat is raised. It's raised about 10 centimeters off the base, so that gives you a good sort of position and seating elevation to alleviate some of the pressure in your lower back. So the slightly raised seat, along with the extra thick and extra wide seating, makes one very comfortable ride. Adjusting the sliding footrest is really simple. You can do it with one hand. You simply just lift this lever and you can pull it to bring the footrest forward depending on your height, and then you just drop it to lock it in place, as you can see there. Similarly, if you want to extend them further, you just lift it up with one hand and just slide it along to wherever is most comfortable. Releasing it locks it into place. You have the toe piece here. Pushing on this with your right ball of your foot turns the kayak right, and on the left hand side here, pushing left here will turn the rudder system so that the kayak will turn left. Moving down the back of the kayak, there's a stainless steel loops. This is here to lock up your kayak. So if you're storing it outside or in a public place, you want to attach a bike lock, you can, to prevent theft. So that is a nice little feature on this kayak. Moving down to the rear section, you've got a large waterproof oval hatch cover, and opening this reveals internal storage. It is sealed off with an internal bulkhead, as you can see here. So whatever you put in this section is separate from the front section. So this is for your dry bag, any gear if you want to do a bit of an overnight or even multi-day adventure. There's a decent amount of storage space in there. You could easily fit a camping tent, a dry pack and some clothing in there. It is a large volume and it's all covered by this waterproof EPDM rubber hatch. As you move down to the rear of the kayak, you can see the stainless steel wires which run from your footrests in the cockpit all the way internally and through to your rudder system. Stainless steel shackles, really good quality, along with the stainless steel wire and coating, leads to the Smart Track branded rudder system. It's got quite a deep rudder blade at about 50 centimeters. So you can see here it sits in the water quite a lot, all the way up to here, and this will ensure that you get really good responsiveness from your rudder system, so you can get good maneuverability, especially in a kayak of 4.25 meters in length. This rudder system is fantastic. Raising and lowering the rudder system is all done via the cord, which is located just on the right hand side of the rear seat. It's as simple as pulling on the cable, which you lift up out of the little teeth. And once you've done that, you can just sit. It doesn't take much effort. You just pull it up. The rudder system will come out of the water and you just push it down, all one-handed, to lock it in place. To release the rudder system back into the water when you head out for your journey, you just do the reverse, which is a matter of just lifting up the cord and the rudder system will drop down into the water like that. On the rear, on the keel, you have a replaceable wear plate. This is designed to take the brunt of sand and grass, and if you need to drag the kayak for any reason up onto a beach or something, this replaceable wear strip will take all the scratching so that the actual kayak hull does not. Bay Sports does sell this as a replaceable part, so as years go by and it wears down, it's just a matter of replacing it with those two screws and putting on a new wear plate. As you can see on the hull of the Serenity Duo, it's got these two deep grooved hull lines, and they're to help water track and channel through there to help the kayak track in a straight line. Nice and wide as well. As mentioned, it's 79 centimeters in width, and that width is extended a lot of the way through the midsection, meaning you've got really good stability.